I should probably come clean and let you know I cheated on you. Like, I made chicken corn chowder yesterday without you, and I'm washing the jars right now. And while I'm washing the jars, I'm like, this would have been a perfect opportunity to let you know how much everything costs. So let me go over what I did and what I used, and then we'll go upstairs and I'll give you the final figures because I haven't tallied those up. No. So I used 2 broody chickens. Actually, I used one of those mean roos that kept screaming all the time that you guys always talked about. Boy, you have a roo that's noisy. That's really noisy. Yeah, it was noisy. I hated it. And they were on the chopping block, but I had to raise new roo to take over the roo. So we had 5 roos, and we were training them and figuring out which one we liked and which ones we didn't, and we chose 2. Very, very quiet. It's so nice being outside. So 1 roo and 1 broody girl, which is a girl that's 3 years old, is in this chicken. It's chicken corn chowder. So 1 more. Toddler lids. What did I use? What is in this? There is some frozen corn that I had in the freezer. There is some leftover celery that I chopped up and stuck in the freezer, and I froze that. So I'm not even going to add the celery because that was free, because I counted the cost of that celery in with another dinner. I think it was a stuffing that I made for Thanksgiving. So the chicken broth, which is free, I can't even count the chicken broth because it's a byproduct left over from eating chicken. You throw the bones in the pot. Chicken broth should always be free. Spices and peppers, I'll add all of that up, and a little bit of clear gel, although I don't think the clear gel really took, so there's that. And what did it make? It made 7 complete meals for 2, and let me show you. This right here, this is what it made. Let's go figure out how much it cost to make it. So I have 7 meals for 2, which is 14 complete meals. All you need to do is add a dinner roll with it, and you've got a meal. On a very rainy day like it is today, that would be beautiful and comforting. So let's go see how much this all costs. Okay, these are always very fun to do, and I always have to do so many takes, so I'm just gonna go for it. We're just gonna see what we get. Now, I calculated it all up. It made 7 quarts. Each quart is 32 ounces, and out of the 32 ounces, the whole batch cost me $7.33. That means each ounce cost me just a little over 0.03, but to be fair, I'm saying 0.04 because we always want to make sure we're fair. Now I went to Costco, what we're just going with. I went to Walmart.com and I typed in how much it would cost for me to order for pickup a chicken corn chowder on their brand, because it's usually pretty much the cheapest, and it's $1.68 for 18.8 cents. That means it's roughly slightly under 0.09 cents. So we're going with it. Trust me, it's going to be a very even trade. So we have 0.09 cents an ounce for the store-bought, 0.04 for the homemade version. And what I get out of that is the store-bought for this batch that cost me $7.33 to make would have cost me $15.12 to buy in the store. And that means I have a total savings of $7.79 to make it myself. Now, it took me about 2.5 to 3 hours to do. It was actually very simple. And I did the broth 2 days prior, and that's just so simple. It's like unbelievable. We've talked about that before. However, when I open this, I'm gonna add a touch of milk or cream to it, and then I'm gonna warm it up. I've got 7 meals in the cupboard for me to open and eat. By the way, those cans at Walmart, Great Value, they said that they were 2 serving cans, meaning that you could only get less than a cup per serving. This one, I'm giving you 2 cups a serving. So this technically could feed 4 people if we went by Walmart's ideas. So there you go. That's all I know. Now you know what I know. It's worth it. It's over a 50% savings to do it yourself. And I have 7 meals waiting for me, as opposed to having to make it every single time. And it only took me about an extra 2 hours to do that. Talk to you guys later.